talking about something new. We're talking about creating something massively more intelligent and capable than we are. So, whatever our gut feel tells us, in the end, from a science view, we can't predict what's going to happen.
I only think people are scared of coping with it or scared of the thought of it, because if there's another intelligence rather than human, then all of a sudden it seems like human intelligence isn't as important.
I learned to use the internet, and there was no internet when I was born.
Developing an AI in such a way as it preserves the values of humanity
is to think about cavemen, primitive people, living in caves and in the forest, trying to imagine all the possibilities that...
High intelligence doesn't necessarily mean that the agent who has high intelligence will be good and nice to other people. There are plenty of examples in history. Although intelligence may in some way correlate to understanding ethics, it doesn't necessarily mean that the understanding is implemented in a way that benefits the community. And if we are living in a world where then, and if they don't care about the rest of the world, then maybe there's no chance for the rest of the world.
If the first AIs with general intelligence were military robots, I mean, maybe that would lead to a different type of outcome, but that's not what we want.
So if we're creating intelligence, it's like blowing up a balloon and then letting it go. Like, if we're not careful and we just let it go, it'll be out of control. So what we need to do is be very careful about how we specify values in our AI.
But that's what humanity has always been about. There was no guarantee when we stepped out of our caves and started developing agriculture, or when we built the first factories and the first cities. We're always taking a risk with doing something new and unprecedented, and that's why we are not apes in the jungle anymore.
I don't see us creating a doomsday scenario. I think we're a little...
I feel like it would be the greatest mistake we could make to limit ourselves to just what we know now and say, oh, we know enough.
Any new technology has both risks and rewards, and that's not something we can make go away.
If we can use our intelligence to design complex, useful things, then we can achieve more than a blind process like natural selection. In a sense, we've climbed this, what Richard Dawkins, the famous evolutionary biologist, coined as mountain problem.